Oh, okay.
But it's Uhuru Kenyatta who introduced me to William Ruto and asked us to work together. And we worked together with William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay.
So along the way, one became president, the other one became deputy president, and I was friend to both.
Okay.
So when Uhuru went for his final term and William Ruto wanted to be president, and I found that Uhuru Kenyatta didn't want William Ruto to become president, I thought it's a little bit unfair. And listening to William Ruto, I believed that is unfair. And therefore I decided to side with William Ruto because I thought Uhuru was being unfair to him. And William Ruto persuaded me that way, and I was persuaded. Today I know differently. Yeah, Uhuru was right.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Yeah, it's a great mistake on my part. In terms of judgment, I agree. I had poor judgment.
Would you still work with Uhuru Kenyatta now?
Uhuru Kenyatta is my friend, is my brother. He's retired. I respect him a lot.
Okay.
And I cherish his leadership, and I have nothing but tremendous respect for him as an elder, as a senior citizen, as a retired president. And I really wish him very peaceful and enjoyable retirement. And I do whatever I do to support him. When he is attacked unnecessarily, I defend him because I also want him to enjoy his retirement. And I also want him to be strong and healthy so that he's available to give advice to myself and other people when we require it, because he knows a lot, and he is quite experienced, and we are happy that he is there, good, healthy, so that if we need help, if we need advice, we can always seek him out.
He didn't take it personal when you betrayed him and went with...
Well, he took it, it was heavy on his part.
Okay.
Because we had been together for a long time.
Okay.
And he felt I needed to listen to him.
Okay.
And believe him without questions that William Ruto is a bad man.
Okay.
And I didn't want to believe him. Had I listened to him,
yeah,
this country would not be in the hole we are in. Yeah,
okay.
I would have made different decisions. I would have done things differently, and probably we would be in a better place as a country. But okay. That is now what under the bridge. What is important is for us to correct the situation.
Okay.
And that's what I'm working on now.
Okay.
That is my focus.
Okay.
To correct the situation. I used a lot of energy to make William Ruto president, and I'll double or triple that energy. Okay. To correct the mistakes that I made.
Okay.
So I'm a busy man, extremely busy.
Okay.
Extremely busy and focused to undo the damage that I brought to this country. Okay. And God willing, in the fullness of time, I'll make it up for the people of Kenya. Okay. By correcting the mistakes that I made. Okay.
You say that Uhuru Kenyatta was a good friend of yours for a while. Then when you get the stint with William Ruto, kidogo you betrayed him kidogo, but somehow you still respect him a lot. But how come during the campaign time you guys used to say don't kill our children? Would your friend do that?
You know, I've told you that William Ruto is very persuasive. He sold us a narrative that today when we interrogate what we were doing and saying, we wonder whether we were mad, you know? Sometimes you look back to the things that you did and said, okay. And you really wonder whether you are in your right senses. But you know, some of us are very trusting. You know, we really believed this man and his narrative, and he sold it to us, you know, hook, bait, and sinker. And we bought it. And today, this country is in shit. You know, we are in a hole. Yeah, the country is almost collapsing, you know. We are in trouble with the international community. You have heard what the Americans are saying. We are in trouble with Sudan, the DRC. You know, the economy has collapsed. There's no money in people's pocket. The health system has collapsed. The education system has collapsed. I, regarding GASHAGUA, bears a lot of blame for the situation we are in. And I'm very sorry to the people of Kenya. And I once more want to take this opportunity to apologize to the people of Kenya for the role I played in birthing the current leadership that has caused misery and desperation to the people of Kenya by reading the payslip and by making life unbearable. I bear great responsibility for the crisis we are in as a country.
That you've created.
And I have asked the people of Kenya
Yeah.
to allow me to correct that situation.
Okay.
And I will.
Okay.
Together with other like-minded Kenyans and the people of Kenya, we must correct that situation.
So this situation you said you put Kenyans into, you said you put a lot of work and effort around making William Ruto president.
Yes, I did.
You also helped fund it.
Yes.
How much money did you contribute in the campaign?
Well, I don't know what to say because I don't think it's necessary, but I put quite a bit of money. I put a lot of emotions.
Okay.
I put a lot of time. And in the process, I also wronged many people. I also made enemies with many people whom I had no business making enemies with. And my worry and regret is not that